All right, we are live.
Recording. Start.
We are live. All right, guys, check your Facebook page because I want to see who's commenting, and I don't want to miss anyone's comments. I want to say hello to everybody here today that's joining us live. My name is Dipal, and welcome, welcome. Today is a special show because Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and I wanted to do something special for all of you here today on Facebook Live. Um, and if you're joining us, please do say hello. We'd love to see you and talk to you. Please let us know where you're from. It's always fun to connect with people from all around the world. And I'm going to have my team put themselves on mute if that's okay. So go ahead and put yourselves on mute, guys, because there's some background noise. Awesome. So let's see. I just want to make sure and share this video out with everyone and invite them here today. So let me just make sure we are live again. Can somebody check Facebook and see that we are live? If you could do that for me, that would be great. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I do not see us, but maybe you guys could see us. Yes? Okay, great, awesome. So again, thank you guys for joining us today. We're coming to you live. My team and I try to do a group talk or healing at least once a month here on Facebook. And I want to thank you guys for joining us, not only today, but every time that we're on, because I know, your time is valuable, and taking this time out of your busy schedule to join us is a big deal, and so we really do appreciate it. Today's topic, we're going to talk about love, right? Such a powerful word with so many meanings. And it's individualized to everyone in many, many ways. But yet, there really is no one meaning to it. I look in the dictionary and I've looked all over online, and everywhere I look, there's like a different meaning for love. And everyone has a different way of describing it. So we're going to get started, and if you're joining us, please do say hello. Do you guys see anyone that's joining us? I don't want to miss anybody that is joining us here live right now. Please do go ahead and say who is joining if they are saying hello to us. For some reason, my phone is not picking anything up. So if you guys could check and just see. That would be great. Let me go here. Give me a second. All right. So before we dive in, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Dipal Shah, and I am a medical intuitive. I help thousands of people around the world with their health issues. And I bring in spirituality and science to help the body heal from diseases or diseases. And so you can catch a lot of my YouTube channel, a lot of my shows on YouTube, okay? And I did post that above. You can also catch my podcast on anandaforlife.com, which is my website. And I have a few episodes that you can go through and download if you wanted to, or you could just listen to them, okay? So I do have a podcast page. Again, it's at anandaforlife.com. Today, I have with me here today, Isha, Tara, Katie, Dana, and Michelle. Actually, those are my team members, but today, joining us live is Tara, Dana, and Michelle. So I want to welcome them here today. They're going to help support you on your life's journey. by bringing you topics and tips and techniques and healing so that you can take these things and live a happy life in a happy body. That's what we're here for. Okay. And so that's why I felt like let's talk about love, especially for the month of February. You know, a lot of people are really missing the true meaning of love. And I know I said it earlier that love really doesn't have a meaning. And so we're going to talk more about this because it's a word that just feels like it's been thrown around all the time, and especially amongst couples, right? I love you. What does that really mean? You know, and I've mentioned this multiple times that, yeah, I can love somebody. I can say it all day long. But can I accept them for who they are? If I can do that, then that is the true meaning of love. If I can accept the person without any expectations, think of how much better my life would be. Think of how much my mental state would be. I wouldn't be fighting with my husband all the time, right? Which I don't, but I'm just saying it's a common thing amongst couples or even other relationships. We love people, but yet we hurt them because we don't get what we want in return, or the reactions that we expect in return, right? So Valentine's Day is coming up. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and I will try to be live tomorrow. But if I am not, I do want to wish everyone a wonderful and happy Valentine's Day, okay? In advance. Now, as human beings, we always think that we need others to love us, and we always want to feel loved. It makes us feel special. It makes those butterflies in our stomach do weird things, right? It gets those juices flowing in our body, and the hormones and the neurotransmitters keep making us feel like we are on a high and nothing can bring us down. And you'll notice when you feel this way, it's almost like you're in a whole other realm or dimension, and there's so much joy and happiness in every moment that you're alive. But I want you to feel this way all the time, because when that love is not present, you're all depressed and unmotivated and not ambitious anymore. And there's a drop in those happy hormones. They're just gone. They vanished when you're hurt and you don't feel that love anymore. So, you know, we feel that love only exists in relationships with others, especially, you know, our children, our parents, and our husbands. But it's different in all of these circumstances. If you define love in all of these circumstances, it's very different. And they come with different expectations. But today I want to talk about a different kind of love where you don't need anyone else or don't have to depend on anyone else. See, when you have love in a relationship, there's a lot of expectations. And when those are not met, you feel like crap, as I mentioned earlier. You feel like the whole world has come down on you. But it isn't so. I want to teach you how you can achieve love for yourself and in a relationship with others and still get what you want without feeling like the world is tumbling. It's a very diverse term with its diverse experiences attached to it. And the interesting thing is that love is not taught, because no one really knows what the true meaning is, right? I remember as a child, my mom never taught me, oh, let's talk about love, right? They want to talk about the birds and the bees, but they don't want to talk about love, right? And so I feel like it's a state, it is the state of just being rather than an emotion. And I want to ask my team here that's with us today, what do you feel about love? What is your thought process about love? And just go ahead and unmute yourself and talk to us about love. What is your, I guess, your take on it? And just unmute yourself. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Tara, and my take on love is I feel like you have to love yourself first before you can give that away. And I'm on a process of learning how to love myself first.
I think that's a great point, Tara, because I feel like everyone, even a lot of our viewers, might be on the same journey. And every time you think that you have learned to love yourself, it's like you'll be triggered again and you'll be reminded that you haven't learned it. You're still learning. I feel like it's a constant thing and a constant reminder, right? So thanks for sharing that. What about you, Michelle?
I work on all the time about being not judgmental, whether it's family or friends or strangers, I catch myself kind of judging and I was like, I need to just love them for who they are.
Yeah. And it's that accepting, right? Like I
Yeah.
said, we have to learn to accept others. And so what I've started doing is telling my husband, I love you, but I accept you. All because I want to make sure, because guess what? When you say that, like just say that out loud, and everybody that's joining us here today, just say, I want you to say to a loved one, I don't care, pick somebody, just imagine somebody right in front of you right now. If it's your spouse, your mom, your children, whoever it is, I want you to say, I love you and I accept you. And notice how that vibration and frequency is so much more different than just, I love you. And because what happens is your brain has to connect to that energy of acceptance for who that person is and what they bring to the relationship, which a lot of times we can't accept. And that's where the problem is. So I want everyone out there who, everyone who's listening today is to practice that. Say it. And even, don't even say I love you. Say I accept you and see how that feels. Because I started telling my kids that I accept you and they started laughing at me, of course. But they're like, Mom, we know that, but I'm like, no, I need to tell you that I accept you for who you are. It really changes the dynamic of your relationship when you do that. Because you will react differently and you will expect differently. What do you think, Dana, about love?
I was just I'm smiling eternally about what you just said. I think about all the times with, anytime I'm a mother, so especially with raising kids, right? It's like you want to talk to your child about something maybe they've done. And how many times do I start with, I love you, but, or even talking to myself, about when we're talking about self-love as well. So I love you, but, and then you launch into some big criticism, right? And so I think the I love you kind of gets squashed because we're trying to, and obviously parents are trying to guide their kids. Like, I mean, it's a fine line. I'm not going to say, don't do that. But but when I have done it in the past, I love you, but, and then they launch into some huge judgment about what they just did. So kind of negating the I love you part. And I love what you just said about I love and accept you, because that really is, walking the walk versus just talk, because that's the challenge of love. Like that's the hard part.
It is
accepting someone and also yourself, right? Because I find people talk about, self-love, of course we're supposed to love ourselves, right? And I know I do this. Maybe everyone listening might relate to this. It's like, oh yeah, of course I love myself, but God, I really want to lose those 5 pounds, or
right.
But I'm so frustrated because this is happening, or I launch into yeah, but then you might launch into something they want to complain about, right? And it's like, oh wait, stop, accept, and And wherever you are is okay, right? And have a little forgiveness for yourself, and don't be so hard on ourselves and others. But
Exactly. And Dana, that's a great point that you brought up is self-love and actually saying that to ourselves that I accept you, Deeple, right? I mean, go ahead and do that. Put your hand on your heart. And everybody out there who's joining us here today, put your hand on your heart right now. And I want you to tell yourself, I accept you. Notice how that feels. And I want you to say it out loud. I accept you. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's better than giving myself a hug. I feel when I can accept myself for who I am and then I can give more because I'm already accepting the love that I am. And so those of you out there, hi, Teresa. Hi, Benny. Good to see you. Hi, Vicky. Vicky, I know you can barely hear Tara because she's going to play the sound bowls for us in just a little bit. So she's just a little bit at a distance for us right now, but you'll be able to hear her loud and clear in just a moment. But please do say hello if you're just joining us here right now and today, and tell us about you and what you think about love, because I want to hear from you guys. Okay, and we're going to do a process in just a little bit, but there is a couple of things that we're going to talk about before we do that. Okay, so now the thing is with love, I want you to be careful of where you use that word. We like to throw it around. Remember, I said that earlier, right? We like to throw it around like, oh, I love this purse. Oh, I love this latte. I love this chair. But what does that mean? Like, I love this chair. And how long are you going to love it? You know, we love objects, we love materials, we love things that make us happy, but they're momentary, right? And I know you're not going to tell your chair, I accept you. I mean, you could, you know, but I really want you to resonate with the vibration of love and the frequency of love and use it where you feel necessary, which is inside of you. It does not need to be exposed and expelled from your mouth all the time. So don't take it for granted, okay? And I was looking back at some of the definitions in my head of love. And what I realize is that, you know, the way I define it and the way I have redefined it is, of course, because of my childhood experiences and family dynamics and culture. I remember my parents never said I love you till I was like 14, 15 years old. And I had never even heard of the word love. And I know so many of you have been through that where, you know, you've never heard that from your parents. And in our culture, I remember nobody ever said, I love you. I mean, I never even saw my parents hug each other or kiss each other. So I didn't even know there was such thing as affection. Because they never hugged me either. And I learned all of this over time. And I recognized it. And now, as I'm going through my journey, I'm realizing what the true meaning of love is. And that has helped me give up all the control in my relationship with my husband, because I was very controlling to an extreme where I'm surprised he didn't leave me. And I can't believe when I look back, so I can't believe that that's the person I was. But of course, like I said, it comes from our childhood experiences of what we think love is like. And if you've been through child molestation or abuse or anything like that, you're defining love in a whole different way, which is in a controlling way. a manipulative way. And that energy needs to be cleared. So I invite you to join us here today to clear that path so that you can feel the love and know what love really means to you. And here's the key, guys. Love is not what someone else gives you or what you give towards someone else, but it's developing inner peace and power. And you'll realize that you don't need anyone else's love when you have that. Because no matter what happens, you still have that inner peace. Don't let it cripple you. We've let that happen way too long. We've let love cripple us and become enslaved to love. But it's time to move beyond that. So, today we want to help you open up to love for yourself, which is the most important thing you can do. And so many people that I have talked to have a hard time with this concept, and I hope that we, my team and I, can help you today. So we have some special processes for you today. I'm going to have each one of my team members present to you their process and help guide you. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and ground everyone here today. So please go ahead and close your eyes. And let's ground everyone's energies, and let's go ahead and connect to the thymus. I want you to go ahead and connect with your thymus. Your thymus is located right here, right above. It's that little bump right above the heart. This little bump, and maybe you don't feel that bump because it's shriveled up, it's shrunk, it's caved in because you've lost that part of yourself. But I want you to know that it's there. And I want you to tap on that special thymus. Just ever so gently tap on it. And I'm connecting you to that divine light of love. Waking it up, waking up the seat of your higher self, your soul. And breathe in and out. Beautiful. Thank you. And I'm going to have Michelle do her process for us today.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Michelle here. I just wanted to say a quick thing about your body. So your body's job is to protect you. So when you say negative things or think negative things, it thinks that it's protecting you, and it stores those thoughts and memories in your body, whether it's good or bad. So I just really love I am statements for several reasons, because they hold a very powerful vibration and they could shift your energy and your cellular memories. So when you say I am, it sends it out to the universe, that vibration, and it brings that vibration back to you. It also connects your soul to God, source. It acknowledges your present body and you claim it. So when you say things out loud, a lot of times it's really hard to say good things about yourself. And so instead of saying it meekly or softly, you really need to say it with belief and firmly. And you say it several times until you really believe it. If you do want a more challenging thing, I look in the mirror. If you've ever done any mirror work, you look in the mirror, you look in your eyes, and you talk to your soul till you feel the truth. I just got goosebumps all over because it's very, very deep when you do that. So I have picked a few I am statements that I really like, and I would like you to go ahead and say them out loud. You could close your eyes or keep them open. I'm just going to go ahead and go for it here. So the first one is, I am loved. Can you say that out loud? I am loved. Did you see how that was strong and my whole body was firm and it just really believed it and it just set in. The next one that I really like to say is, I am worthy. Even my own voice, if you noticed, has got a little squeaky, because that's a really hard one for us to believe. I'm going to say it again. I am worthy. Did you feel the difference in the shift? Good. So the other one that I really like is, I am beauty. Not too many people can say that. We're going to say it one more time. I am beauty. One of the other ones that I would like to say, and this, is really good for everybody that's hurting on any particular level, is I am health. I am health. There, I just felt a shift. All right, good. And the last one that's really important, and this means that you need nobody else but yourself, is I am complete. Did you feel that? Did everybody get a zing? We're going to do it one more time. I am complete. And so it is. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Thank you, Michelle. That was awesome. I love the I am statements. I'm all for that. I am all for that. Very nice. Thank you for sharing. Dana?
Just had to unmute. Hi, everybody. So today I just want to do a quick, my process with you guys is called the Ho'oponopono. A little bit of a mouthful. Some of you may have heard of it. It's very simple. It's just a beautiful, simple Hawaiian prayer. Comes from ancient times in Hawaii. And it helps to clear the energy of the past so we can experience the wholeness of now and the love that is everywhere. So that you can experience that all the time. And it allows us, it encourages us to take 100% responsibility for our perception of suffering and helps clear negative emotions, especially anger, blame, and grief. So it's 4 lines, super simple. I'm going to give you a quick perspective of what the lines mean, or I'll say it first and then we'll all say it together. But just really quickly, it's, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So you can, so when we say I'm sorry, I'll just break it down real quick. I'm sorry is we're sorry for not recognizing the love that is everywhere. We're saying we're sorry for participating in the perception of suffering. And we're sorry for only noticing the clouds, not noticing the radiance of the sun and forgetting that all is well. So it's kind of a global, you can also practice this and be very sorry about something very specific, but this is, if you practice this regularly, it really is a more global, I'm in allowing that, like not recognizing the love that is everywhere. You're opening up to bringing that in. The please forgive me allows the power of forgiveness to clear the energy of the disturbance, the negative emotion, whatever we're clearing. Thank you acknowledges the instantaneous forgiveness of the universe. And I love you. Self-explanatory, but it allows you to align with the love that you are and the love that is everywhere. So we'll do it together, but when you do this, you can think of an area that you have that you want the energy cleared, whether it's, you can do this with your ancestral line. You could say, hey, I want to do a clearing on my mother's ancestral line today, on my mother's side. Or you can do it about a specific event. You can even do this for other people. If you know someone who's struggling, you can, we're talking about self-love today, but I just want to let people know that you can use this for someone else. And you would kind of just go into, I do it by kind of going into a meditation. You don't have to do 20 minutes of it, but I will do it over and over. Like I'll, a couple minutes at least, just kind of keep slowly going through it. So that's the Ho'oponopono. And let's do it together. I'll say it and then you guys can say out loud, do it, repeat. So, and maybe we'll just do it twice and we'll, you know what, I'm feeling, let's do it 3 times and then you guys will have it and you can practice it as you want. But it's great for self-love because it helps us forgive ourselves as well. So, so I am sorry, you guys, Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Beautiful. I really felt that energy that you guys were all bringing to that. It just makes me, I got chills, and I also want to just close with hands on your heart and a deep breath. Feels good.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel like we really, really needed that. I could feel the energy just moving from like my third chakra all the way down into the abdominal area, which is interesting because a lot of women and men hold energy there. And when you say this, because your third chakra is your self-esteem, it's your self-confidence. And when you don't have that self, then yeah, it makes sense that a lot of people will feel the energy in that area. So thank you so much for sharing that, Dana. That was amazing. And for those of you that are just joining, thank you so much for being here. Do say hello. I know Susie said, I am with Michelle about not judging people, non-judgmental, and you never know what they are going through also. So always just love without condition. Exactly. I agree, Susie. All right, Tara. Tara's got a special thing for us today.
Hello, I'm Tara. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm going to play my singing bowls for you today. All the emotions that have come up around Valentine's Day or from the other ladies, let's go ahead and release them. So we're going to take a deep breath and close our eyes and sink into our heart center. All right, you can take a deep breath and come back. There.
Sorry, my heart's still vibrating. How awesome. 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 And I'm assuming, Tara, people could maybe put headphones on and listen to it as well when they listen to the replay.
Yes, headphones are the best because it's very hard to hear the sound over the internet.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. And Isha, hello, Isha.
Hello, everybody. Namaste from India. Sorry, guys, I can't come live online as in on the video, but I'm here to share a message for everybody for forgiveness again, like as Dana told everybody. I just wanted to elaborate on the word forgiveness for everybody. What is forgiveness? For again, like I give a forgiveness statement. I am Isha, and for an instance, I want to do forgiveness for Dipal. I'm just giving you an instance. I'll make a statement. I, Isha, forgive you, Dipal. You please forgive me and release me, right? I just wanted to explain you what these words actually mean. I forgive you means I stop feeling angry or resentful. You forgive me and release me means that you also stop feeling angry towards me. It also means I think no more of you and you think no more of me. I am willing to make peace with you and similarly you make peace with me. Now what happens then after these statements, like if we repeat it and we write it down or whatever, the results are as follows. The statement of forgiveness is actually very powerful, very, very powerful. It is similar to showing a white flag in the battlefield, actually. It means a ceasefire and sowing a seed for peace, both inside and outside. By repeating the statement, you are creating peace within yourself and outside
Isha,
your
we
mind.
Isha, we lost you.
Hello?
Yeah.
Am I audible? Yeah. I just wanted to again complete this that the statement actually comes from the higher part of your mind to the higher part of his or her, the person you are in conflict with mind. So these are higher part of minds. Even if the lower part of your mind is not interested and prevents you from forgiving, just ignore it. Repeat the statement without involving yourself. You will benefit from the act of forgiving. Purpose behind this forgiving? By forgiving, we are healing ourselves. When we want to take revenge, it's happening from the mind and not from the soul, which is beyond all these unwanted emotions. The conscious mind, which is the tool of ego, always makes us think that there is a need for revenge and anger. We think we need to react with anger, while our true nature, our soul nature, is to love and to forgive. Therefore, we need to convince ourselves to do the forgiveness exercise. Do this, try this, do it mechanically, and you will see the results by yourselves. Thank you so much, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you so much, Isha. That is something we did not cover is forgiveness. And I'm so glad you did bring it up. And I hope our viewers here today are enjoying this. And for those of you who are not able to join us, please do check out the replay. And I want to thank my team for being here with me today. I feel like, I feel like we really got out the power, the frequency, the vibration of love. And even for those of you who will be listening to the replay, please post at the bottom how these healings have affected you, what we have provided for you today. Please let us know. Please share your heart with us. We would love to know. So those of you who are here, please say something, whatever you are feeling after all of these healings that the healers have provided. I do want to remind you guys that if you want to work with any of our healers, you can go to anandaforlife.com and go to Dipal Recommends. There is a link up at the top within this post that you can also just click on. Each of them specialize in their own healing modalities. And so please check it out if you are interested. Sid says thank you. And Sid, thank you for being here, sweetheart. All right, so let's go ahead and thank everyone for being here. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank our viewers, and we will see you guys soon. Namaste. Happy Valentine's Day. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Jeanette says, thank you so much. It was simple yet profound. Yes, that's how we need to look at our life. Simple yet profound. So thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody says thank you. Vicky says thank you all. All right, we'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.